sitting by the road, looking for a ride home. It was milepost 12, and I was all alone. Sun beating down on the back of my neck. Oh Lord, let me find a peaceful place to rest. I was too far from home, I gotta get back to Oregon. Too far to roam, trying to get back to Oregon.
So we are hiking up into the Strawberry Wilderness. Started at the Strawberry Basin Trailhead. And the Strawberry Mountains are in kind of central eastern Oregon, near the town of John Day and Prairie City. And we're just doing a short overnight here, going up to Strawberry Lake and Little Strawberry Lake, coming out probably midday tomorrow. But we're already up, I want to say at about probably 6,500 feet. Good amount of snow already, a couple inches in some spots. So we'll see what it looks like. Met a couple hiking down a couple minutes ago, and they said that it's pretty cold up by the lakes already. So we'll see how our evening looks. We've got warm sleeping bags and layers and stuff if we need it, but make it a little chilly tonight. So we've arrived at Big Strawberry Lake. Very beautiful location. Starting to get dark, sun's starting to go down. It is just after 6 right now, 1800 hours. But we're gonna push on up to Little Strawberry Lake, which we've heard is a much more beautiful location. Shia, get out of the water! Come on! It's not bath time! Come on! Glad I put her dog food in a plastic bag. She sees him. Good girl, leave it. First tracks across the snow bridge. So we made it to our first night's campsite at Little Strawberry Lake. Beautiful lake. We got here after dark. We're really excited about what the morning's gonna look like. And we're right on the edge of this crazy like cliff area with a frozen waterfall coming down. Really excited to see that in the light tomorrow. Having dinner, mountain house, freeze dried, and of course I forgot my spoon, so I'm eating with this here stick. It actually works pretty well. First morning up here at Little Strawberry Lake. Woke up a little later than intended, but kind of slightly cloudy skies, and we're camped on the western side of a couple mountains, so it stayed fairly dark. The sun, it's almost 10 o'clock, and the sun still hasn't gotten over those mountains yet, the Strawberry Mountains. So a little dark and a little cold still. Just still trying to warm up from getting out of bed. But I'm gonna take a little walk here down by the lake and show you guys what Little Strawberry Lake looks like. There's also ice forming on the lake as well, so that gives you an idea of how chilly it got last night. And here it is. Looking up to Strawberry Peak. And you can see the ice out on the lake there. The dog was silly, and when we got here last night, jumped straight into the lake. And because of that, was shivering all night long. I actually had to sleep with her in my sleeping bag for a little while because I was concerned about her. I didn't want her to get super cold, but she's all dry now and good. So I think you can kind of see it. There's actually a frozen waterfall. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of a different angle here. Yeah, there it is. You can see it way up there. We're gonna do a little hiking around today, so hopefully we'll get up close to it. The ice is actually fairly thick too.
Yeah, a little more than half an inch or something.
day just seems to float on by. We're with them train
So,
colors, they are.
on this trip we're doing here, we're actually doing a test of a backpack that was sent to us to review. And the company that sent it to us is Scandinavian Gear. They're a small company. They only have 2 backpacks right now. And they sent us their 65-liter backpack. They also make a hydration pack for running and day hikes. But we're testing out the 65-liter backpacking bag. And I wore it all day yesterday, hiking up here. And Jeff is giving it a go on our hike down here. And after we test it here for a little while, we will give you our thoughts and impressions and a review of it. So we're hiking back down the trail today, this morning, and we hiked past this waterfall yesterday, but it was dark, so we didn't get a really good shot of it. But this is Strawberry Falls, Strawberry Waterfall. That's good water.
That's where I belong. Hopefully I can see you again after not too long. Mendo day.
So we have arrived at the trailhead of the trail we're going to get into the Eagle Cap Mountains with. East Eagle Creek trailhead. It's a little bit of a slog to get up here. This is the road. Not really maintained, and it's in this this drainage that obviously floods pretty violently every spring. So I'm assuming that the road changes quite a lot every year. And evidence of that is actually this bridge they have up here, which is not a permanent bridge. It's just kind of sitting there on the shore with no real supports. There's one concrete kind of block on this side, but just a metal bridge that I'm assuming, you know, inevitably when it gets washed away, they can just bring a crane in and pick it up and put it back in place. Because I'm sure the road changes a lot every year, so I'm guessing that that bridge has to change as well. Got in a little late today. It's about 6 o'clock now, so we're just gonna set up camp here next to the Eagle Creek here, and then start hiking in tomorrow and try to get some good miles.
Besides, he's afraid that Bishop Love and the search and rescue team will still be on watch for him in San Juan and Garfield counties.
So this is our third morning. Third morning? Second morning?
That was only the second night we spent out, so
Second night actually camped out. Third day. We're about to take off to go into the Eagle Cap Wilderness for a couple days here. And didn't get a chance to check a weather report, so we got, looks like a little bit of weather coming in here. Don't know if that's just gonna be kind of hazy, you know, kind of sprinkles on and off, or if we're gonna get, you know, a foot of snow. We'll see. We're pretty well prepared for anything though. We've got food for the time we're out. We've got warm layers, got means of making a fire. We got a tent, all that. So should be good no matter what happens, but not sure what's gonna happen, but that's all part of the adventure. So.
You told me to let myself go, so I walked.
We're just walking along here discussing how the Eagle Cap is supposed to be one of the most preserved of the wilderness areas in Oregon. And we got to this little overlook here. Well, actually, might be a little hard to see, but this is actually probably where the trail went originally. But there was a good flood one year or something, and it is all washed away. But we were discussing that it seems like the area is fairly devoid of weed trees like lodgepole pine and things like that that you'll see back in more central Oregon where it's logged more continuously. So we've got cottonwood right there, We've got spruce. We've got tamarack right there. We've got some ponderosa pine back over there. We've got willows down in the drainage, and we have aspens up on the shore. So everything that's growing here is native and, you know, should be here. And it looks like this is a pretty healthy forest. You know, the ecosystem is fairly diverse, and there's not a ton of understory, which is a sign that the area has been logged a lot. It's got a fairly open, fairly mature understory. So looking forward to what it looks like the farther in we get.
Down to that good old Wall Street, saying, bartender, give me a strong whiskey pour. 'Cause I'm not going back there. No, I'm not going back there anymore.
We keep getting this crazy weather. These clouds keep rolling through and it'll rain on us and we'll get really cold. Have to throw on a rain jacket. And then the sun will pop out again. We'll get really hot and have to delayer. And then a couple moments later, the rain will come back again. So I've just kind of decided I'm going to be a little wet. And then when the sun pops out, I'm comfortable again.
Goodbye so long and fare thee well. Well, I won't be coming round till I've had my fill.
Well, it started raining for real now. Hiking up into the rain. It's getting colder too. Plans have changed a little bit. Weather took an even worse turn. It's now snowing. You can see it actually accumulating up on the ridge tops and the peaks around us. So we decided to kind of cut this day a little bit shorter. And in all actuality, the mileage we had aimed for today was probably pushing it a little bit anyway. So ended up probably going to do, I want to say 10 miles today. I'll have to check the exact mileage when we get up there. But just the turn in the weather, we're kind of soaked through. We're hungry, our feet are sore, and Jeff's hips are bugging him. So we're taking this trail kind of off of the one we had intended to stay on, up to a couple of smaller lakes. And hopefully we don't wake up to 2 feet of snow. Well, we made it into camp up to Moon Lake, our little detour, and it is cold and wet, and there actually aren't any campsites here, so our tent is set up just like on the flattest bit of ground we could find. And it appears there's somebody else camped up here. There's 4 horses tethered over on like a flattish bit of ground, but I don't see a tent, I don't see any humans or anything, so I'm not sure what's going on. The horses don't have any tack on them either, they're just bare and tied up to some trees.
Horses ditched their humans.
Yeah, horses decided the humans weren't worth their time. So anyway, we're set up, just had a warm dinner. It is only like 3:30, but we are in bed and getting warm and gonna do some reading and snuggle with the dog. And
This is what happens when you're camping and then it suddenly starts snowing, wet, frozen snow.
that.
Yep, this is camp life. That's what we come out here for.
Well, we woke up at 7 a.m. Heard it kind of snowing all night long, and it has kind of become a blizzard out there. So, give you a little peek of where we are. You can see that we kind of knocked it off, but the tent was entirely covered in snow. You can see it coming in here a little bit. And that's what it looks like. So it is very truly become winter up here in the mountains. And we're going to prepare for our hike down as best we can. Our shoes are frozen solid. Here, take a look at this. That's the shoe. That's the shoe I gotta put on here in about 15 minutes or so. Jeff's are exactly the same. So we're gonna heat up some breakfast here real quick, and then gonna use our jet boil, our stove, to hopefully thaw and dry our shoes a little bit before we have to put them on, because rock hard shoes are never pleasant. So we'll see. We're just gonna skedaddle out of here as quick as we can, pretty much. Got everything packed down, making our way back down the mountain. And it is not really snowing anymore, but the winds are really blowing snow around. I'd say there's a good, probably 8 inches of snow, 6 to 8 inches of snow. So it's blowing around pretty good. Pretty good temperature wise, not super cold, we're all bundled up. Thing I'm worried about is our toes. Jeff doesn't have waterproof shoes and mine are just low top hiking shoes. So we're gonna try to keep moving, keep our core temperatures up, keep those extremities nice and warm if we can help it. This tree needs help! Ah! Saved. So we're getting a little lower in elevation and later in the day, and the snow started to melt. Sun came out a little bit more, had to delayer, took off the waterproof pants, took off the rain jacket, took off the insulating fleece. Body's creating enough heat now to be decently self-sufficient in light layers. And we're almost out. Looks like there will be snow where we parked the truck, but I don't think it's going to be a crippling amount of snow. Should be able to handle it just fine. And it's just gorgeous. And with that, we are back to the truck. Jeff in his usual state of undress. And as you can see, not a lot of snow down here. Actually, no snow down here, just a little wet. I was a little concerned that we might not be able to get the truck out with the snow, but not gonna have any issues. And now, before anything else, to enjoy an Eagle Cap India Pale Ale. I thought it was appropriate since we just exited the Eagle Cap Wilderness.
Gotta get